Okay, guys, so how's she going today? So it's been a quick update and some other stuff too. I guess the first thing I want to say is we hit 500 subscribers on my channel. Actually, I'm at 510 now, so that's pretty freaking awesome. So I think it was yesterday we hit about 500, maybe 505. I don't know, but today I hit 100 or 510. So big thanks to whoever's my 510th subscriber. That's pretty cool. I didn't think that day would ever come. So I noticed, like I've said it before. I made a video last night, but my phone. I guess my video was too long for my cell phone and it wouldn't upload it. It took like forever to even just realize that I wanted to upload this video. So I'm redoing it. So keep it a little shorter this time. It was like almost a 1 hour video. I was like, okay, yeah. Figured my phone wouldn't do that. It seems to have a hard time doing anything over 45 minutes. So keep it sweet and to the point, I guess. And yes, I do have my heater on. It's been on for about an hour or two. It's honestly not too bad in here. It's a little chilly, but what do you expect this little thing to do, right? This little white guy. I did tuck some plastic up in there this time. See, there was never no plastic right here. I just tucked it in there. Of course, there's nothing I can really probably do here because there's kind of a gap there now too. I got a little gap right there, but I had it just right. Pretty safe. Yeah, a little better, I guess. But yeah, so I just wanted to say thanks to whoever's my 510th subscriber to my channel. That's pretty cool. It kind of seemed like ever since I uploaded that one video about the Bill T-Max deal, that one, it's kind of, ever since then, my subscribers have, my sub counter or whatever you want to call it, has been going up fairly steady. I think like about 3 times a day someone would subscribe to me. I would gain three subs a day, it would seem like, so it was kind of crazy, but it's pretty cool. Not saying that all 510 subscribers watch my videos, but I don't expect them to anyway, because not as of right now, because my videos are kind of bullshit videos. I mean, well, not bullshit where I'm bitching about stuff, but just not worth really watching. They're boring, so. But just a heads up to anyone that watches Bill T-Max's videos and then came over to subscribe to my channel. My videos will get better come spring. Right now it's wintertime, obviously, as you can tell from the hat and my overalls I got on. So there's nothing I can really do in the wintertime. I do have some snowplowing vids and stuff, but so I don't really have any other videos planned because there's just nothing going on. So, but I do have one more video. This is the thing. I decided that I'm going to clean out my videos for my YouTube channel. So my old videos from back in 2011, which was in September when I joined. I joined September. Oh, dude, I can't even remember how. It was September sometime because it was fairly close to my sister's birthday, I believe. But my very first video was of Big Red, my ATV, but then I had done some other ones after that, and the one video I decided to put together was of me pulling the old fence out with Big Red. That was down by the bridge there. There's our chunk of land, and I put a fence there. Now, I've long since took that fence out, but I made a video on it. But the thing was that at the time, I didn't know how to use YouTube editing, and I wasn't too good at it. So there was like 9 parts to that video, maybe even more. I can't remember exactly how many. But the video is 2 hours long. As of right now, it is. Yeah, it's a pretty long video. I don't really expect anyone to watch a 2-hour long video, but the way I figured, you guys could watch it in, I say, like chunks, you know, like if you have 20 minutes a day to spare, you can watch 20 minutes of that video, and then you can either comment on that 20 minutes of the video, or you can just wait till you're done with the whole thing, and then leave a comment if you wish. You can hit that like button too, it doesn't really matter, but because I'm going to kind of clean out my not memory, but my YouTube channel. I'm going to kind of do some late or some early spring cleaning kind of crap to it. Right now she's kind of like a mess, you know, just full of a lot of junk videos that I don't need anymore. So you can probably hear the siren ringing. It's noon. So I think what's going to happen now, these videos are old, obviously back in 2011 when I first joined. So don't expect, you know, high quality, you know, 1080p kind of shit, you know. It's real low. It's like 360p quality. I'm like all over the place with the, you know, with the phone and stuff, so it's not the best, but I want to cut down on how many videos I have on my channel, so I figured the best way to do that would be to put all the old videos together, make them one big video, and then you just have one big video. So I'm not sure if I'm going to cut out any scenes out of that or not, because I kind of still want to keep them original. So I have, because I like going back to my old videos to when I joined, and I can sit there and think like, holy crap, I was pretty bad back then, and now I'm doing a little bit better. Obviously, you know, I got a good quality phone now. I got a big HD camera, which is, you know, a little bit dickered, and I got more subscribers, so, you know, I didn't expect my subscribers to go all the way back to the beginning and watch my beginning videos, because that's pretty far down there. So I'm going to start putting the old, that's what I planned on doing. That's what I was talking about when it started getting into the winter season. I was going to maybe re-upload some old videos, and that's what I'm doing. I'm getting some, it's kind of actually pretty late to be doing this, because I told you guys I didn't plan on making any new videos in the wintertime besides snow plowing vids and stuff like that. Well, I kind of thought it would be super cold out, and it's not that bad, so I can make some videos, but they're talking kind of like a, I guess like a deep freeze or something coming around now, so I decided I'm going to put a video together, and then, well, I did this a couple days ago. I thought I would have had it up maybe yesterday or the day before. Maybe even, I was even thinking maybe today, but now I gotta make this video again because my other video wouldn't upload, so, but, you know, I figured it wouldn't because it was damn near an hour long, so figured, well, I'll keep her a little shorter this time and maybe it'll be alright. So that's what I've been doing, and that's why you guys didn't see a video yesterday, because I couldn't get it to upload. It seemed to, my phone seemed to process it, but then it wouldn't upload it, and it was saying calculating remaining time. You know, I was like, okay, normally it doesn't really do that. So I don't know if my phone was trying to realize, okay, well, this video is pretty damn long, and it's gonna take us a while to even realize how long it's gonna take to upload it. But I had it going for like a couple hours, and it didn't even get to 1%. So I was like, okay, I'm done. So I'm just going to redo this, and maybe it'll go a little quicker. Things, as long as I keep them under, you know, 30 minutes, I can do 45 minutes, but usually under that it'll do it, but over that I guess it won't upload them. Whatever, it's fine. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. That video now, that 2-hour long video, it's not going to probably show up now until Monday. It is done. But I have to decide if I'm going to go back and fine-tune that video, or if I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I kind of want to leave it the way it is, because in the videos way down at the bottom, which is where they're at now, are going to be deleted. So I kind of want to keep them the way they are, so then that way I always remember, well, that's how they were. I don't like changing old videos, because it kind of just reminds me of the good old days when things were a little bit better back then. And I didn't have quite so many health problems too, right? So, yeah. And what I don't get Well, I figured it would happen because I have it's a low quality video, but they shrunk my intro and my outro or whatever they call it. You know, it's the ending of intro of my video that I always throw at the end when I'm done. They shrunk them down, and they made it look crappy too. What? Maybe it's to make up. Maybe it's to so it would work with the low quality video, which is fine, but kind of made my intro look a little goofy. But whatever. I'm gonna drive on with it anyway. So if you guys wonder why my intro's tiny, well, that's why, because the video's it's low quality. I mean, it's a wide shot. It's not wide like this, but it was definitely a lot better than keeping this phone straight. You know, then you'd get that thin line, that thin view. You know, that's what this phone will do. It'll give you the thin line, the thin view of, you know, whatever I'm videotaping. That's not what I like. I like the wide shot stuff. That's what my old BlackBerry did, but it was low quality. So it did fine, but yeah, so then I upgraded to a better phone, then I upgraded to a better phone, and now I got this one. So, and I don't think I'm going to upgrade to the iPhone 6 because I've heard that they've been, I think it was them. I don't know, I can't remember. I know it was the 6S or whatever. Apparently they're very flexible and they're easy to break. So, see, this phone's kind of thick, so it's not going to bend. I don't know what they changed on the iPhone 6, but apparently the video quality is a little bit better. I've noticed with this phone the balance color, or the thing that balances out the colors and stuff, that always gets kind of cocked. So I don't know, because I know when I cultivated last year, I made a video on cultivating the garden. It kind of went from being your normal colors to being like the rainbow colors, like all messed up. So like, yeah, I don't want that too much. So, but I don't turn the color, the autofocus, or the auto coloring thing, I don't turn that off. I just leave it. So maybe that's why, but it's kind of stupid. But I don't know. Maybe the newer phones are better, but I know Matt was saying something too a while ago that they're having kind of a hard time finding regular camcorders. You can only find like the bigger, clumsier ones, you know. Well, we don't really need big, clumsy ones. You know, there's some that go for $1,000, so I don't need them that huge. So, like my little camcorder, it's about yay big, you know, and yay tall. It's not a very big camera, but it's perfect for what I use it for. And I know that the Canon camera, the one I wanted to get, was a little bit bigger than that, but that's because of the zoomage too. It was a 52 times zoom. Mine's only a 5 times, so it's not a very big camera, but you know, it'd be a major upgrade for me, going from a 5 times zoom to a 52 times. And of course, the cell phone. Well, I don't like making a lot of videos with the cell phone, just because it's not the most comfiest thing to do, but you know, it works. It's better for these quick videos. See, with this, I can just straight upload it to YouTube, and I don't really have to do anything. I still find myself editing this video on YouTube because it's just easier, because it's, you know, touchscreen stuff on this phone, and you can fuck it up, and then you're screwed, and you're like, ah, crap. So, I usually just edit it there on the YouTube and be done with it, so, whatever. But yeah, I'll give you guys another update here too, besides that big video I got coming up. Like I said, right now, like I said, that video is 2 hours and 7 minutes long. I'm maybe going to try and cut at least 7 minutes off that video. At least, you know, then it's exactly 2 hours, but I don't know. I don't know if I really want to change it. I want to kind of keep it the way it is. And then if I like it, then I'll delete the other ones. And then I also have pulling a tree video too. That was actually the second set of videos I made, because I made the one for Big Red, and then I made that one, and then I made the one pulling the fence. Well, I already did the fence one, so that would actually be my third video that I've made on YouTube, because there's 3 parts to the Big Red video, but I consider that one big video, even though they're in parts. And then you got pulling the fence. That was 9 parts, but originally it's supposed to be one video. which is now one video because I had now edited it. I had edited that like that now. And then I got the tree video that I got to do. That and yeah, the fence is already done, so I got to do the tree one now. That'll probably be next week's video. Because I kind of want to have, I mean, it's apparently it says I have almost 650 videos. So I think maybe if I get rid of at least 9 videos there, you know, that's just 9 less. So be a little neater looking, I guess, even though no one goes down that far anymore. Even I don't go down that far anymore. You know, so I usually just watch all my most important videos and that's it. And give you another update here quick too. Mother started complaining about that she was hearing gurgling again. She heard that yesterday when she showered. So I went out and when I went out and plowed a little bit of snow because it was drifting in some places. So I went and looked at the sewer tank again, and it was still completely empty. Like there's, you know, maybe a few gallons of water in there, but so don't really know what's going on now because the tank is empty. I mean, I showered last night, so maybe it's gonna be a little fuller again. I don't know. I'm not gonna check it. I usually just check it every Sunday. And today's Saturday, so I'll check it tomorrow and see how it is. Tell you the truth, boys, I think putting Radix in the tank might have actually helped. But it sure must have made a hell of an improvement because I checked my tank yesterday and it was still very, very empty. You know, it wasn't right full. I don't know how it will be. I mean, tomorrow. I mean, I showered last night, so I'll go check it tomorrow. It might be full tomorrow. I don't know, but I don't know. It just seems like now it's taking longer to fill up, which is a good thing. But let's see, because if it's not full tomorrow, which I'm hoping it's not, but if it's not, then I literally could probably go another couple of days without sucking it. So that means now I could probably, instead of sucking every Sunday, I could suck that tank out maybe every Tuesday. So it's getting longer now that I have to suck that tank. I mean, I don't want to have to suck it at all, but I have to. So, well, maybe it's doing its magic. I didn't think one big, I mean, that was a big box of Radix I put down there. I mean, they said to put the whole box down there. And it's supposed to treat up to 1,500 gallon tanks. Well, this is definitely not a 1,500 gallon tank. This is more like maybe like a 500 gallon tank, you know, or it's just a dry well tank pretty much, just straight, you know, it's just a straight hole in the ground. So it works, but she's having some issues right now. But I don't know. I'll keep watching it. I'm going to look at it tomorrow, and then if it doesn't need to be sucked, then I think I'll wait until Tuesday. That'll be 2 extra days now. Well, you could say 1 day. I don't know. Depends on how you want to look at it. Because that's just, 1 or 2 extra days I don't have to suck it, so it'll last a little longer. But I had showered last night, and I never heard it gurgle. I never heard it, so I don't know what she's complaining about. And I'm the one that dumps more water in that tank than she does. She's only in there for, 5-10 minutes. I'm in there for damn near half an hour. So, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'm thinking if my tank's not full, and it hasn't gurgled since the plumber has been here, looked at it. He said, well, that's your problem. The tank's too full. So he said, well, suck that water out and that'll solve your problem. And I've been doing that, and I never had a problem. So, like I said, I looked at the tank yesterday, and it was fine. And she said that she had heard it gurgle that morning, and I showered, and I didn't hear shit. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the freaking vent pipe's clogged again. I don't know, but I'm not going to climb up on top of that damn roof. And plus, I don't have a big enough ladder, so maybe I'll see if my uncle can bring his down, and then he can run up there and look quick. I'm sure he's probably running around right now anyway, feeding the cows and stuff. So, because it looked like his one cow there, or his cows were getting low on hay, so I figured he's probably going to be going out pretty quick too. I was there yesterday, and it looked like they needed another bale of hay, so I'm sure he'll be going out there pretty quick. If not, then probably tomorrow for sure. So I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with this Sewer tank problem, but I don't know. Like I said, it was perfectly fine. It was at a low enough level that it wouldn't gurgle. So I don't know. I don't know. It's really a mystery, but whatever. You know, it's just the way it is. So yeah. So yeah, and all my freaking cats are like sick all at once. Like they all got the cold all at once. Stupid. It's crazy, but whatever. They haven't played in like days because they're so sick. So, but whatever. They're starting to feel a little bit better. My grandma had some medicine. She's like, well, just give them that, and that should perk them up a little bit. And it has perked them up quite a bit, so it's working. Whatever that kind of medicine she's got, so it works. But yeah, so figured I'd just give you guys that update. I don't think there's anything else. It seems like I'm forgetting things, but nothing I can fucking ever remember. Well, the only thing I can remember too is on that new video, or that old video that I put together. For you Canadian people, let you know now that I was kind of talking shit about you guys, you Canadian people, but not for all you Canadians. It was just for the ones that can't freaking drive, because I've had my share of that and can't stand it. So, but no offense to the ones that can drive. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the ones that can't drive. I'm not sure why they can't drive. If it's maybe just because they're beginners or what the deal is, but because that takes me back to the day when I was going up to the cities, and we had. By the way, I'm warming up my hand on the heater. It takes me back to that day where my sister and my mom were going up to the cities. We had this Canadian girl. She looked awful young, so I figured she was probably a beginner of driving. I mean, when I first started driving, I was pretty crappy too, but I got the hang of it pretty quick. So, I mean, if I went over to Canada, I probably couldn't drive there because their highways are different than ours. So, but I don't go to Canada. So, I've been to Canada before, but haven't been there in years. So, never had a reason to go there. So, but when we were going to the city, there was a Canadian girl behind us, and she wanted to pass. Well, she was thinking about passing, so she got into the passing lane, and then said the hell with it. She got right up on her ass too, and then she's like, oh, the hell with it, and then she slows down, goes back behind us. She did that about 10 times. Then she finally got the balls and passed. But then there was a semi-truck in the regular lane, and for some reason she wouldn't pass the 18-wheeler. So then she went back into the passing lane, slowed down, and went behind us again. So, and she was Canadian because she had Canadian plates on her car. So I don't know, maybe she was afraid of 18-wheelers. Some people are, and I don't blame them. So, but just the way she was, going in and out of those lanes is really dangerous. Thank God it was the summertime and not the winter time, because she would have ended up in the freaking ditch. Because the way she was making those turns like the Dukes of Hazzard. She was just yanking her car right over, whipping that ass end out, and it was a disaster. I mean, I've seen a good fare of Canadian folks that can drive just fine, but they're older people too, and a lot of Canadians come over here to the U.S. and they go they do their grocery shopping and get stuff on sale. I don't know why. I don't know why they can't get their stuff in Canada. I don't know. Maybe it's too expensive there. I don't really know. But I mean, if you're going to come into the U.S., you really have to know how to drive. I mean, yeah, maybe your car's got all the safety features and you got insurance and crap, but that just ruins everyone else's day. And what pisses me off is last winter there was a major snowstorm coming by and the border refused to shut down, and there was like 4 or 5 Canadian people that were coming into the U.S., couldn't see 20 feet in front of them, and they all rear-ended a freaking semi-truck because the semi-truck was slowing down, but they refused to slow down. They were doing 75 miles an hour, and they couldn't see 25 feet in front of them. If you can't see even the front windshield of your car, don't be freaking driving, Sit at the freaking border. That's why everyone here, and that lives around this area, they were bitching at the border there for Canada and the U.S. To shut it down when there's a major snowstorm coming through. But I don't know. But after they heard I can't remember if they did shut it down after all those accidents happened. But I don't know. It was just really fresh. It was a bad year. And I'm not a big fan of driving out in the winter. I'm not even a fan of leaving my house in the wintertime. I barely want to come back here, But I do have a heater and stuff, but what good that'll do in here, I don't know. Doesn't really do it. I mean, it does okay. I'm not freezing my ass off out here. So it is working. I do have, a plastic overhead now too, but what good that'll do, I don't know. I got gaps everywhere, but it slows it down. It keeps a lot of the cold air out too. It would help more if I didn't have that freaking gap right there, but what's the point of really going all out on this? Because next month it'll probably start warming up a little bit, so excuse me. So I don't know why I did this, but it helps. I mean, it's a major improvement, that's for sure. I'll go out here on the unheated area of the shop, and you can feel the difference. It's colder out here than it actually is in here. Definitely. It's not, it's not warm enough in here that you can take all your clothes off and act like it's summertime, but, it's enough that you won't lose a finger or something, You can still see my breath. So it's not freezing cold, but it's chilly, but it ain't cold. So I think what's going to happen, I've been thinking about getting some LED flashers for the 4-wheeler in the John Deere, but not sure if I'm going to do that yet because I can't find what I want. But I know I am going to buy foam for the doors. I'm going to buy a set for this here shop door. Put some insulation on that. I won't get daylight through it anymore, but at least, it'll should keep it a little bit warmer in here. And then I'm going to do it up at the house too. Even that door's thicker than this one, but we might as well. It'll help. And then once I get that done, I'm going to maybe get some spray foam and we'll start foaming the ceiling. I was kind of hoping to maybe get to the trailer this year, but I don't know if we'll even get to the trailer this summer. Because I need to get the paint, I need to get a paint gun, I need to get a sandblaster, a little one. The sandblaster Dewey I'm looking at was like $20. It's not a big thing, it's like a 10-ounce little container thing. You get like 10 or 15 minutes of blasting time on that, which is fine for what I got to do here. I don't need a big super huge, thing to sandblast. Just need a little one. So, I mean, I may never sandblast again. I'll probably end up just doing that trailer, and that's the end of it. So, unless I decide to, if I build the ramps for the John Deere mower deck, I'll have to sandblast them and paint them, but I don't think I'll get to that this year either. And the other thing too is I talked to John Deere on YouTube, and I told them the problem I was having with my deck always hitting the rear steering rods. And they're like, well, it's not supposed to be doing that, for one. And they said I'm either missing parts or my deck is misaligned. And I know I'm not missing parts. And my deck's not misaligned, because if you look at the PTO shaft, it's perfectly straight coming off the tractor. If it was kind of leaning off, then your deck would be misaligned. And he also said, too, that the deck the deck lift arms have to be in the lower hole. I guess there's two settings for them. And I guess the upper hole would be for like your smaller, more decks. He said since this is a 62-inch, they have to be on the lower slots. If that's true or not, I don't know. Well, I think it's in the lower hole. I don't know where else the hell it would be. So I don't remember, because I haven't looked at it since the last time I had the deck off. But well, it was, last fall. So I don't know. Makes me kind of wonder. He told me to call my local John Deere dealer and have them look at it and stuff. So, because I can't have my mower deck hitting those rods. You can literally see where it's scraping. So if it keeps scraping, it's going to eventually burn through, those lift arms, or it could possibly even get worse, and then it could snap something. So I don't know I don't think I'm going to get it done in spring. I'm thinking maybe next fall. I'll call my local John Deere dealer and then see if they can take a look at it. I might call the one that's closer to me, even though I didn't buy the tractor from them. But I'll let her call the other guy, the one that I actually did buy the tractor from. But I don't know if he's still working or not. So, but whatever, it's fine. Either way, it's going to a John Deere dealer. Because, I looked at it. I had my uncle down here, and he looked at it, and he's like, well, there's nothing I can tell that's wrong with it. We're all just blown away of why. The last year or two, it's been hitting that lift arm, or it's been hitting the steering rod, and I don't know what the hell's going on. So I don't know if the steering rod's possibly misaligned now. It's bent somewhere. Maybe it's bent somewhere that I can't see it, but you can see all the steering parts underneath. So, I looked at them all. Nothing's broken. Nothing's misaligned. Nothing's worn out that I can tell of. So I think it was just kind of, how do I put this? Maybe I can't say maybe like a defective part, but maybe it wasn't very well designed. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. It was not designed correctly. Because they got the hole freaking underneath that damn tractor to put the steering. Put the steering rods more in the center, kind of like, you got to way out to the freaking side. You don't need that. You got to, they have everything so freaking crammed together. Yeah, it's a compact tractor thing, but that's too compact. Spread them out a little bit. You got that big, huge freaking frame, Stretch it out. So, I don't know. But I think maybe next fall, because I don't want to do it come spring, because I'm gonna need it, because the grass is gonna grow like a son of a bitch. So come fall, more towards when I'm just starting to maybe chop leaves, I'll call them, and then when they come pick it up, I'll clean it up, and then they can take it for a couple of days and see what's wrong with it, because I can't have that. That's gonna wear everything out. So not a clue how much that'll cost, because if there's anything that's broken or wore out, they're gonna have to replace it. Well, that could be anywhere from $10 to $50 right there. Labor, that's probably $100 right there. To come and get it, because I don't have a trailer, they might charge you for mileage. It ain't that far, but they're still gonna charge you a little bit. So, there might be another $50 for coming to get it. So I don't know. Gonna have to figure out something with that John Deere, because getting a new one's not really an option right now. So kind of have to make this thing work, and I can't have these problems. I've already had battery problems, and then I had a flat tire issue. Well, I fixed both of those, so I gotta fix this freaking steering rod problem. It steers fine. There's no, it still seems like it steers fine. And I don't hear it hitting anything when I steer. It just hits when the deck goes up and down. So it sounds like metal hitting metal. It sounds like grinding. So I don't know. Either the lift arms are hitting, or maybe the pump's broken. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because I've had the deck off before, and I've moved that hydraulic lever, and I've never heard the pump come on. So maybe you can't even hear the pump, but you know, I don't hear anything. It's only when the deck is on, so the deck has to be misaligned or something's wrong. I don't know. It's a mess, but we'll figure it out come spring. So, or I should say come fall, because I'm not gonna want to have it gone for too long. Maybe after July it could possibly go, because I won't be mowing. Won't be mowing as quite as much, but. So yeah, anyways, guys, I figured I'd give you guys a quick little update on what's been going on here, and some other stuff. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to take off now, and then maybe that video, you guys will probably see that video come Monday, so maybe. So, but yeah, like I said, it is 2 hours long, but that's just kind of the way it is. I just put it all together. But you guys have to remember too, the video's not the best, and I wasn't the best camera person in the world either, so I was new to it. So yeah, I guess if there's anything else I can think of, maybe I'll just make another video, but that's really all I can think of as of right now. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. I'm going to fall over first. Alright, take her easy, guys.